take your luggage down myself. I'll be down there just as soon as I can.
Thank you.
That road could choke a horse. Who is he, Luke? Sure, I've seen him before.
You did. He used to work for Quang Key over at the Can-Can, polishing the brass and stuff.
Well, what do you know?
A large Chinese population in Tombstone was centered between Fremont and Toughnut streets. Lum Chen and the beautiful girl left immediately for the Chinese Quarter.
He flaunts his theft in my face.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
The afternoon of April 28, 1889, Clay Hollister took a routine swing through Tombstone's Chinese Quarter, a separate and distinct town within a town.
Open up! Quang. What's going on here? Is this yours? You gonna tell me what's going on, or I'm gonna lock you both up? Well, I'm waiting for an answer.
The gun went off accidentally.
4 times?
It's not a very good weapon.
Oh. All right, that's the way you want it. You're both under arrest. Get moving.
On the rare occasions when problems arose between Chinese citizens, they were invariably dealt with secretly, often to the annoyance of Tombstone's officials.
I'll talk to Quang first. You ready to tell me all about it?
It is a matter of no concern to any but ourselves, Mr. Hollister. A private matter.
When men try to kill each other, it ceases being a private matter. Have you been gambling? Did you save this out of your wages, maybe? Well, there haven't been any robberies or thefts reported in the last month, so I guess you came by it honestly. You get it back when you get out of jail.
You cannot lock me up, Mr. Hollister. I did not do anything.
Then why did Quang try to shoot you?
I do not know. He rushes into the room, yells I'm a thief, and then tries to shoot me.
What about it, Quang?
This person was in my employ until a month ago. I treated him kindly and well. One day he does not come to work. That night I discover a goodly sum of money is stolen from my office. And Lum Chen is nowhere to be found in Tombstone.
That is not true. I did not steal from Quan Ki. This money is from my most revered uncle's estate in China. That is why I left so suddenly. I went to San Francisco to see my lawyer who wrote me a letter. I had to sign many papers before they would give me this inheritance.
He is even a better liar than a thief.
Wait a minute. You got any proof of this, Lum?
The letter. I kept the letter from my lawyer.
Looks like you owe Lum Chen an apology.
This humble fool begs Lum Chen to forgive him for actions and words more suited to a braying beast.
If this stupid one, that is myself, would have told the Honor Quan Ki of his good fortunes, then Quan Ki would not have thought so badly of him.
Well, there goes another good headline. Shooting in the Chinese Quarter. Kwong Ki, well-known proprietor of the Can restaurant, shot his former employee, Lum Chen.
Guess you're just gonna have to be satisfied with the robbery in Kwong Ki's office.
Oh, that'll make a fine headline. A month-old robbery. Oh, well.
Oh, but don't print it yet, Harris. I'm working on something.
Any leads?
I've been trying to find Lum Chen. He might have some information.
The inscrutable Oriental. Well, you'll have to admit they give the law less trouble than any other comparable area in Tombstone.
True. Still, I got a job to do. I was down at Mary's boarding house. Lum wasn't there, neither was the girl.
Well, he's probably taking her out for a moonlight carriage ride. East or west, a woman's a woman. Nothing like romance. They thrive on it.
I wouldn't know.
The night of April 28, two mysterious strangers appeared in the Chinese Quarter. Kwong Ki's Can restaurant, one of the finest dining establishments in Tombstone. Sheriff Clay Hollister pressed to search for Lum Chen. He was puzzled by the scarcity of people on the streets.
Who are they, Kwong? I haven't seen them around.
Probably passing through town.
Well, sure big ones. What's wrong?
Wrong? What could be wrong?
I'm just wondering. You seen Lum Chen and the girl?
I know nothing of Lum. Nothing.
Yeah? Well, I came down here to ask him about the robbery. Your money.
I'm sorry. I'm very busy. You will excuse me.
morning of April 29, 1889. The mystery deepened as Clay Hollister had not located Lum Chen and the Chinese girl, Mei Lun. O'clock on a Saturday morning. Usually you have to fight your way through the crowds down here on a Saturday.
The whole quarter's the same. Hasn't been a man, woman, or child on the street since last night.
Maybe some kind of a religious holiday.
No. Now something's got everybody afraid to move, Harris. You can almost smell fear.
Well, there's a couple that aren't afraid to come out.
Where?
Over there in front of... Well, now they were there. Two of them. Big as houses.
Dressed in black? Hard-looking types?
Well, then you did see them. For a minute, I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me.
This time, Kwang Ki's gonna tell me what's going on.
You mind if I go along?
No, maybe I better go by myself. It's hard enough to get anything out of him without having a newspaper man along.
Well, let me know if anything turns up. I'm curious.
I'm glad to see you, Sheriff.
Who are you expecting?
Is there something I can do for you, Mr. Hollister?
Yeah, first of all, get rid of your bodyguard. I want to talk to you.
Leave us. Why is my servant not a bodyguard?
I want some answers, Kwang. What's going on in the quarter?
Going on? I don't know what.
Any more double talking, you're going to jail.
For what? I have committed no crime.
Disturbing the peace. Discharging a firearm within the town limits. Attempted murder on the person of one Lum Chen. Giving false information to an officer of the law.
But why? I made my apologies to Lum Chen. He will not press charges against me.
Well, if he doesn't, I will.
You would do this to me? For no reason?
About 30 seconds, unless you tell me what's going on.
There's nothing to tell.
There is something to tell, Kwang. I know there's something going on, but I can't find out what it is. I need your help.
All right. I will tell you all I can. Hatchet men of the Society arrived last night.
The Society?
An organization of murder. The two men you saw last night, the big ones. To you, they're just two more Chinese. To us, they are messengers of death. They are in Tombstone for that purpose, and no Chinese will dare oppose them. Now you know.
Well, who are they going to kill and why?
Lum Chen, he offended someone powerful in the society.
When you say he's offended somebody, how?
The girl was sent from China to be the bride of a very important man in San Francisco. The boat arrived early, and Chen met the girl before her escort arrived. It was, as your people say, love at first sight. It was foolish of them. They will die.
Do you know where Lum and the girl are now?
No, they have fled.
What about the Tong men?
No.
Well, thanks for the information.
What are you going to do?
We'll go back to the boarding house. Somebody's got to know where Lum took the girl.
It's no use. They will die as surely as the sun will set.
I do not lie, Sheriff. Mr. Lum Chen and his lady left with no word of where they were going. I would surely tell you if I knew where they were.
Has anybody else been here asking questions about him?
I don't understand.
Well, it's simple enough. Has anybody been here asking questions about Lum and the girl?
Oh, no. You are the first to seek them. I will tell you if others come.
Yeah.
You heard. I told him nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing.
April 30, 1889. The Chinese quarter was still closed. The streets empty. A solid wall of resistance, fostered by fear, met every inquiry throughout the quarter. No one would even admit knowing Lum Chen or his whereabouts. The night of April 30, 1889. Have some?
Oh, no. We've scoured Tombstone and all the outlying districts. If the ground opened up and swallowed Lum and the girl and those two killers, it couldn't be more complete.
Well, what makes you so sure they left the quarter? They might be right under our noses.
Yeah, I know, but I can't go snooping at every closet and back room down there.
Come on, drink it.
Thanks. I'm gonna get a blanket search warrant from Judge Mason and tear that place apart if I have to.
Mason won't go for that, Clay, and you know it. You'll find them sooner or later.
Just don't want to find them dead.
Who's there?
It is I, Lum Chen. You must help us.
Go away. I cannot let you in.
We have nowhere to turn. You must help us. Is this the one who but yesterday asked my forgiveness for wronging me? The one who spoke words of friendship and apology? It cannot be. The honored person I speak of is a man of men who does not give words of friendship and then turn away in fear. Come, Mylin. It seems a cowardly jackal has taken the home of my friend.
Come in, quickly.
For all we know, they may be dead already. The killer's on their way back to San Francisco.
No, I don't think so. What time is it, Harris?
20 after 3. You look tired. You better get some sleep.
I'm all right. How can you help people who won't help themselves?
Well, I guess it's not easy to break with 3,000 or 4,000 years of custom and tradition.
There's gonna be a murder down there, and I don't know where to look.
Well, I've got a paper to put to bed. I'll check with you the first thing in the morning.
This scarf belongs to the girl. I saw it on her when Lum Chen brought her to the quarter. I have always been a friend of the society. I wanted to help you. A small reward would make this humble one largely happy. Surely the society rewards those who help. A small reward? 1,000 thanks. 1,000 thanks. The living quarters of Quang Ki. I found the scarf at the back door in the alley. On my oath, this is true. The Lum and the girl must be there.
We must find a way to spirit them away quickly. I came to you for help to accomplish this. There's no one else.
You weren't so anxious to help yesterday.
We must seem very difficult at times. But it is not simple to break with traditions.
Well, we got a few traditions ourselves. One of them's to fight back if somebody tries to push you around.
Perhaps I was mistaken in coming here.
No. Your mistake was trying to live in two worlds. Come on.
Thank you.
That's all right. Is he dead?
He only sleeps.
Oh, hello, Mr. Hollister.
Lum? Lum? See, you got your new partner working.
He's an excellent supervisor. Faintly, I recall he was not quite so good as a worker, but he's a fine supervisor. Would you like a delicious Mandarin duck dinner from a grateful Quang Ki?
Oh, no, thank you, Kwang. I came down to talk to you about the money that was stolen from your office. We seem to have forgotten it in the last couple of days.
Oh, it's not important. In fact, I'm not at all certain it was stolen. Perhaps I lost it somewhere. I'm sorry to have caused trouble. Thank you for your interest. Small matter like a robbery. If it happened, we can handle it. No reason to take the time of a busy sheriff.
All right. Don't let me hear any more shooting from the court. Is that clear?
Is not shooting in town against the law, Mr. Hollister? Who would do such a thing? As we say, Hainishi Mzhan Siu Pao.
Oh, I give up. I just gotta learn how to speak Chinese.
Which dialect, Mr. Hollister? There are more than 100, each virtually a different language from the others.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone Territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory.
1 p.m. Tombstone's postmaster, Clem Hawley, was making his rounds through the mining district with the mail.
Ben Burnett. Didn't expect to see you out here. Don't tell me the Occidental's closing down in the afternoon.
No, it's nothing like that, Clem. Just thought a breath of clear air away from the saloon might do me some good.
Oh, don't believe I know your friend.
Well, I'd like to have you meet him.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
p.m., December 8, 1882. Clem Hawley's driverless team raced back to Tombstone.
Easy, baby.
Clem Hawley's team. Wonder what happened to him.
Where's Clem?
I don't know, Miss Hawley.
Clay Hollister and his deputy rode out to backtrack the postmaster's route. Ella Hawley insisted on driving the buckboard. Tombstone's Dr. Cunningham completed the group.
Ben couldn't have timed it any better.
Don't be worrying yourself, Alan. Clem probably stepped out of the wagon for a second and the team bolted.
That doesn't explain the blood on the seat.
Out of the mailbag, huh?
Probably. Looks like something was dragged through here.
What is it?
I don't know yet, Miss Hawley. Keep her here.
Doc!
Clem! Is he going to be all right, Doctor?
Ella, go back to the wagon.
You know Doc Cunningham's the best there is, ma'am.
Of course. Maybe I could lend a
He
hand.
knows what he's doing.
Maybe I
Jim's
could...
there if he needs any help. Now, do you know of anybody who might have held a grudge against Clem?
Oh, not even in Tombstone. Being postmaster just sort of kept him in the middle. He never even had to take sides.
Was there any money in the mail?
Oh, I helped Clem pack that bag myself. It was just regular mail. Why would anybody want to rob him?
I don't know, ma'am. Not yet.
Let him up to me.
Is he going to be all right, Doc?
I don't know. I got to dig for the bullet. Hey, touch it.
It's time. Bring our horses around the back.
Thank you, George.
Don't move and don't turn around. Keep your hands down. Act natural. And don't get any ideas. Where's the mine payroll? The one that's ready to go on the stage. Don't turn around. Now, where's that payroll?
It's in the safe.
You've got just 5 seconds to open it. Hurry it up.
I'm doing the best I can.
Keep your eyes on that safe if you want to live.
I wanna.
Staying in town, Pat.
Don't be dumb. Be less suspicious like Ben says. How to look if we pull out the same day the payroll gets taken.
Hold up! Hold up! The payroll money! He got the payroll. He came in, hit me on the head.
Getting out. Take it easy. Everything natural.
I'm all right, but get after him. Somebody.
What happened?
The payroll money. $15,000.
Take care of him. I'll go get Hollister. All right.
2:30 p.m. December 8. Tombstone was having a busy day. I rode toward the mining district to get Sheriff Hollister. Harris! Clay, there's been a holdup at the stage depot. What? Yeah, the mine payroll, $15,000, about an hour after you left. What happened here?
Clem got himself shot. Bring him in.
Okay.
Jim!
I don't know, Mr. Hollister. Never saw his face. Wouldn't let me turn around. He saw to that.
Afraid you might recognize him. Means he could be local. You say he came in the back way?
Yep, and there was the $15,000. All wrapped up and waiting for him.
And it's the first time I haven't been with you till the stage came.
That's right.
Let's check outside. Had to be somebody in town, huh?
Yeah, it looks that way. Whoever shot Clem Hawley was in on this too, I think.
Two horses and a man waiting. Yeah, not very long. Look at this, Clay. Cracked left rear hoof. Jimmy, check the stable. All the horses on the street, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Just rode in with Ella Hawley.
Clem come to yet?
No.
Harris, I don't think Clem was robbed at all. I think it was just a scheme to pull us out of town, using the old man as bait.
Pretty grim business, shooting a man in cold blood.
Yeah. Let's go see if we can give the doctor a hand. Clem's got to identify who shot him. How is he, Doc?
It's hard to say. I got the bullet at 45. But he's hemorrhaged a lot. He's still in a coma. He's an old man, Clay. He may never come around.
We got the money. Why can't we ride, Ben? You ride when I say so. A few days, it won't make any difference if the three of you push on. We'll split the money then, too. The old man might talk, Ben. Then what'll happen to you two? I'm gonna forget you tried to divide us, Rig. Didn't mean it that way, Ben. We're all in this together. It's just that we're all new to this thing, that's all. I know that.
He might have a point, Ben. Maybe the old man will talk.
Then why didn't you kill him?
A little nervous, I guess. Never done nothing like that before. Unarmed old man.
Maybe you don't want your share.
No, nothing like that.
All right, let's break it up. The angel Gabriel himself couldn't talk. Not with where that bullet hit him. Then, why can't we all ride?
Look, it took me 6 months to set up this deal. Ride out today and Hollister will smell a rat.
I'd sure like to know what Hollis is up to, though. From what I hear, he's just sitting and waiting. But what?
Well, maybe one of the three you'd like to ask him.
Clay's deputy methodically checked Tombstone's corrals and livery stables. At the OK Corral, he made his discovery.
I know how you feel about Clem, Sheriff. We all do, but you're sitting around here and getting the payroll back.
What should I be doing, Ed? Leading a posse?
It'll be better than you're sitting around here.
Where do I pick up the trail? You gonna tell me?
Well, sorry, Clay. I didn't mean to be telling you your business.
It's all right.
Clay, found the horse with the broken shoe.
Where?
Down at the OK Corral. Belongs to Rig Quaid. You remember him. Drifted into town a couple of months ago. Hangs out at the Occidental.
Harris, do me a favor. Go down and stay with Clem. Let me know as soon as he can talk.
Okay.
But wait and pays off sometimes.
December 11th, 2 days after the robbery, Clay Hollister had a lead.
He's at the bar. Greg, I want to talk to you. Got some questions I want to ask you.
Who's stopping you?
In my office. Come on.
I got no business in your office.
Well, I think you have. You got a horse with a bad shoe. That's my business right now.
I'm staying right here.
One way or another, you're going.
Look, I told you. Someone stole my horse. That's my story. You've got no right to hold me. You made no charge.
Making a big mistake, Rick. I know the robbery down at the depot is tied in with Clem's shooting. If he dies, the charge will be murder. Now what's your story?
I was at the Occidental. I came out. My horse was gone. Someone stole it.
And when'd you go to the depot?
What are you trying to do to me? I wasn't anywhere near the depot. I was over at the Occidental with Pat having it.
Pat who? Pat who?
I'm through talking, Sheriff.
All right, Jimmy, lock him up. Come on. What do you think? A couple of days in jail will loosen him up. He's already said too much and he knows it. How is he?
You got it plumb center, Clay. Anything out there?
Nothing.
Clem's just got to talk. That's all we really got.
That and somebody named Pat.
Where have you been?
Picking up some insurance.
Rig?
Ben was right. Rig would have talked. That makes it 5,000 apiece now.
Unless the old man pulls through.
Clay Hollister's waiting game was beginning to pay off. Some people were getting nervous.
Hi, Doc.
Oh, Pat.
The whole town's asking about old Clem. How is he?
Touch and go.
Oh, that's too bad. Clem won't talk again, I hear.
Too early to say.
I see. Well, I'll let his friends know how he's doing. See you, Doc.
Sure. Goodbye, Pat.
Thanks, Doc.
Yes, Clay?
Chances any better, Doc?
Frankly, Clay, I can't figure what's keeping him alive.
Hasn't said a word.
Nothing. Hasn't opened his eyes. Just hanging on the brink all day.
Doc.
Oh, another crisis. One of many. Clem's as tough as an old crow.
Listen, Doc, I better come back later. I want to talk to Mrs. Hawley when she's feeling up to it.
Okay.
I'm sorry to have to talk to you now, Mrs. Hawley, but it's the
Just don't know why. Why they'd shoot Clem. He never hurt anybody. Why him? After all that suffering.
Well, if it's any consolation to you, I'll get the man that did it.
There ought to be something I can do to help.
There is something.
Anything. I won't rest easy until whoever shot Clem pays the price. I'll do anything.
It's a long chance, Mrs. Hawley. But it is a chance. Listen up. Clem Hawley's got an identification to make.
You mean the old man pulled through?
He came to, if that's what you mean. And he says he can identify who gunned him.
He can talk?
No, but there's nothing wrong with his eyesight, and I'm going to run every man in town past him if I have to.
Well, I don't know what...
Now let's go for the doctor's office.
Well, that's big idea.
Move out! All right, quiet down. You're all going to stand in that doorway one at a time, see what Clem has to say about you, then you can go. Miss Hawley, will you just lift Clem up a little bit so he can see better? Thank you. All right, you, give me your gun. You! Now step into the doorway.
That the man, Clem? No, Sheriff.
Next man. Step right in.
Take your time, Clem. You think about it. Is that the man? No, Sheriff.
Next man. You. Take a careful look at this one, Clem. Careful.
He says...
Yes, Ella, go on.
Miss Hawley, you all right?
We're fine, Sheriff, just fine.
Jim?
Okay out here, Clay. Clacy must have been one of them. But he ain't gonna do any more ambushing.
Clacy. All right, Pat. Step right in. You're not through yet. Tip your hat back a little so I can look at you better. Well, Mrs. Hawley, what does Clem think?
Clem says that could be the man.
She don't know what she's talking about. I wasn't even there.
Clem says that could be the man.
She's crazy. He had Clacy shoot the old man.
Shut up!
I didn't do no shooting. I was at the depot.
You fool are just guessing.
All right, Jimmy. Take our boy here over to the office where he can keep on talking. Get... I knew Pat had something to do with it, but you're right. I didn't know how much. Thanks, Mrs. Hawley.
Clem would have expected it of me.
Would have.
Clem died an hour ago.
Let's go. Go on.
Come on over here and I'll fix you up.
That's the way it happened. In the town, too tough to die.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone Territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory.
Did you buy any cattle while you were down in Mexico?
No, I tried, but those people insist on giving them away.
Hi, Johnny.
Well,
How's your health?
fine.
Fellas ready to play for some money?
Some real money?
A land comes for the shearing. How'd you find that country down to the south?
Fine.
It was quiet when we rode in and full of rats when we rode out.
Your deal.
Tell me in Charleston that Tombstone is once again a hotbed of reform.
The cowboy element is to be drummed out, and law and order will reign supreme.
Sounds like somebody's trying to make a reputation.
Yeah, new judge, man named Reese. Just been appointed. Quick man with a rope.
That's caught up.
John Ringo is a killer, a horse thief, and a cattle rustler.
Huh?
Well, what are you going to do about it?
Oh, he'll be asked to leave Tombstone. And if he gets mean about it, he'll be digging his own grave.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
May 10, 1882, Clay Hollister was returning from Galeyville. In Tombstone, Johnny Ringo's luck was running against him.
Call. All black, Johnny. He's high.
Second best, 3 hands in a row. Come on, Ben, deal. My luck's gonna change. I know it.
You bet it is.
Are you talking to me?
If you're John Ringo, I am.
Oh, John, this is Judge Reese. I'm Sidney Farrell, an attorney. The judge is the chairman of the Citizens Reform Committee of Tombstone.
It's a pleasure, Judge. Counselor? What can I do for you?
You and the rest of the trash from Charleston can get out of Tombstone and stay out.
Judge, I'd be happy to help out the forces of reform a little later. Right now, I'm playing poker, and I'd be obliged if you'd hold off your righteousness until I finish.
Your poker game is no concern to me. I want you out of town, Ringo. And I want you out now.
Why don't you go and witness a will or something, huh?
That's enough, cowboy.
You keep away from me. Both of you.
I'll see him dead.
Well, it's your bet.
$1,000. I get out in time.
I'm through now. All right. I'm shy. This is worth 500.
Not to me.
It is to me, Schmidt.
So what are you so proud of?
Full house. 7's over.
Still second best. 4 jacks. Hold it.
You had the top hand all day. Now I've got it. I told you this watch was worth $500, didn't I?
Johnny, don't ride a good thing too far.
500. I'll see you later, Ben.
Frank, buy another round for the house.
Here. Judge a double.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. If Hollister doesn't put that outlaw behind bars, then the honest people of Tombstone should do it for him.
The judge is not that important. Now, Johnny's a kind of a sudden man at times and a little unpredictable.
Yeah, he'll make it good.
The judge is right.
I'll get Hollister, and if he won't take action, then I'll deputize someone who will.
Well, you best have a seat, Judge, unless you plan on going after Johnny yourself. Clay's over in Galeyville. Won't be back till late this afternoon.
Johnny Ringo rode hard for Charleston, a wide open town 9 miles southwest of Tombstone.
Hey, Johnny Ringo!
Well, business is good.
Well, did you win or lose?
I won. Boys, I took the game at the Oriental for better than $2,000.
Hey!
Shut him up, Harry. Great song, Johnny Ringo.
Better go in and lie down.
I did a real foolish thing, Flo. I didn't win this money. I stole it. I was second best, all right. You know what? I even lost my watch.
So?
So I cleaned them out with a 44. Somehow, I got the notion that I was real smart. I had to improve my luck.
John, you're a fool.
Yeah.
You want me to take the money back?
Yeah. How you do that, huh?
You're feverish again. Come on. Lie down. Here, come on. Get some sleep, Johnny, and keep warm. I'll get the money back. Don't you worry about it.
You, see Ben Fraser at the Oriental, huh?
All right. Anything I can get you?
Yeah. Yeah, you can get me some cold water. You got a big pitcher of cold water.
In Tombstone, Clay Hollister heard about Ringo from Judge Reese.
Hollister, you're making a farce out of law enforcement in this country.
I want to make an investigation.
You haven't time. Ringo's probably in Charleston spending the money he stole right now.
Yeah, well, I don't make a move until I talk to the complaining witness.
Look, I was there. You don't need any other information. Your duty is to swear out a warrant. Gather a posse and apprehend that man.
I think it's necessary.
You're encouraging these cowboys, these outlaws, to rob and steal. I tell you, sir, the voters have had enough of it.
Your Honor, I don't know about the voters, but I've had enough of political opportunists talking law and order while at the same time they stir up more trouble than any outlaw in this territory.
It's all there, except for the price of a round he bought at my place.
When you get back, Flo, have another round on us.
I'll do that.
Afternoon, Flo. Alice.
Hello, Clay.
I understand you gentlemen had a little bit of trouble this afternoon.
Go ahead and tell him. He insists on taking your statements before swearing out a warrant.
Warrant? Warrant for what?
For the arrest of John Ringo. Or his armed robbery a source of levity to you?
I don't know about this levity, mister, but the money's right here.
John made a little mistake. Nobody got hurt. No use carrying it any further.
Charges?
No charges.
Good, I'll have a talk to John.
Talk?
Talk. Come on, Flo. I guess there's nothing we can do, Your Honor.
Oh, yes, there is.
May 11, 1882. Judge Reese pressed for Ringo's arrest.
There you are, Sheriff. A warrant for John Ringo. Duly sworn and signed.
I wish you'd reconsider this, Mr. Schmidt.
Your duty is to serve that warrant. I have 6 men outside. They will serve as your posse.
No, they won't.
You can't bring him in by yourself.
Johnny, Clay's here.
I'm good. Hello, Clay.
Hey, Johnny, how do you feel?
Fine. I feel just fine.
He oughta. He slept nearly 12 hours.
What's the matter? That poker game wear you out?
Wasn't that a stupid thing to do? Mm-hmm. You are sitting on my shirt.
Never thought old John Ringo was a bad loser.
Well, I didn't think he was either, but I guess it was this, Clay. I have sort of a sentimental attachment to it. Kind of a link with the past. Just couldn't stand the thought of losing it.
Why don't you go back, John? Back home. Those Eastern doctors might be able to help you.
Eastern doctors?
Mm-hmm.
You see these books, Clay? No Eastern doctor can tell me a thing I haven't read in them. No, I feel like I belong here in Arizona, and I'm going to stay.
Well, if you do, you better watch your step. Because, you know, justify it or not, you're the #1 target for the reform element.
What are they going to do? Arrest me for, well, for buying cattle in Mexico?
No, John. You were under arrest for robbing Otto Schmidt of $2,000 during a poker game at the Oriental.
Now, hold on. I made a mistake, but that's all settled. Now, Flo took that...
No, it's not all settled. Judge Reese got Schmidt to swear out a warrant, and I've come to take you in.
Take me?
That's right, John.
This charge, it won't really hold up in court, will it?
Not a chance. Just that the cleanup boys are hoping that you'll resist arrest. They want to kill 2 birds with 1 stick. They want you, and they want me out of office.
I can understand that. All right, Sheriff. Take your prisoner into town and lock him up.
The morning of May 12, 1882. Johnny Ringo's blinding headaches continued to torture him. His blackouts became more frequent.
Bail's been paid, everything's in order. All we gotta do is wait here from the judge.
When it comes to his honor, I'm a man of little faith.
Let him go, Sheriff. Judge Reese has approved the bond.
Well, looks like my judgment was a little hasty.
Give my regards to Flo.
I will. Adios, Clay.
Been sworn in to serve a warrant for John Ringo. I expect to see you carry it out.
We'll do it, Judge.
Reese! Get going.
What's going on?
Sheriff, you took it upon your own recognizance to release a criminal under arrest for armed robbery. I took it upon myself to apprehend that prisoner.
Farrell told me you'd signed a bond.
I'd done no such thing. Obviously, Farrell was mistaken.
No, I'm the one who made a mistake. Not double-checking you and your lawyer.
John Ringo's trial will be held at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and I would suggest that you be here.
You're deliberately persecuting Ringo to get at me. But your posse hasn't got any more chance of catching him than you have of becoming governor.
Noon of May 12, 1882.
Howdy. Boys!
What's up, John?
I got a posse after me. I want you to hold them at the bridge until I can cut back toward Tombstone.
How far behind are they?
Maybe 10 minutes. I circled through the brush. When I pulled out, they were still chasing their tails. Well, hop to it. Come on,
Johnny.
boys. All right, let's go.
You've got to get some rest first.
I want to settle this with that judge.
Johnny.
Welcome to Charleston.
Let us by. We're after John Ringo.
Not now, you ain't. Now you're looking forward to a little siesta right here. Step off them horses, careful like.
The afternoon of May 12, exactly 3 o'clock.
If the court pleases, I understand this was the time set for John Ringo's trial.
That is right, but John Ringo is not here. Why haven't you brought him in, Sheriff?
Here I am, Your Honor. I consider myself in custody.
I suggest, Your Honor, that you either proceed with the trial or permit bail.
Later that afternoon, May 12, a few miles from Charleston. Judge Reese's posse was returning to Tombstone.
Get him!
Hold up! Get away! If we can force him across the desert, he's got 60 miles without water before he hits the Chiricahuas, and he won't make it in a hurry. You go back and get the judge and all the canteens of water you can find. Right. All right, now, try and save your horse. Let's go.
We've got enough water. Let's move out.
What's happening, Clay?
Johnny's in trouble. They were shooting and he had to run.
Johnny Ringo had killed a man. It was up to Clay Hollister to bring him in. Ringo rode desperately across the desert. He knew the posse meant to kill him. Judge Reese joined his men. Ringo had been sighted on a ridge up ahead.
Well, it'll be dark before long. What do you want to do now?
We better water the horses and keep pressing it.
May 13, 1882. The second day on the desert. The sun was again a great globe of heat. The Arizona wasteland a furnace. The hunted and the hunters. Clay Hollister had picked up Ringo's trail. He had made better time than the more cautious posse.
Ringo! Ringo! Hold up! Johnny! Ho!
greatest fear of men who know the desert, Johnny Ringo was left afoot.
You figure to hound me until I die? Well, I'm not running anymore. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you. Johnny! Johnny Ringo! Here I am!
Drop it, John.
Water.
I know where I can get you some water.
Sheriff Clay Hollister intercepted the posse.
He's disarmed?
And in my custody. You boys can go on home.
Judge Reese had ridden on ahead of his men to search the mouth of West Turkey Creek Canyon.
I warned him, but he pulled his gun, so I had to kill him. There's the outlaw, Sheriff. Turned out that Johnny Ringo wasn't so fast after all.
He didn't have a gun.
The most important thing, he's dead.
You murdered him.
You can't prove a thing, Hollister. You can't do a thing. I shot an outlaw, a killer. And I didn't ask him if he was armed. Hollister, I've been waiting to whip you for a long time.
There's going to be a trial, Reese. But even if you do get off, wherever you go in Arizona, there'll be people waiting for you. Friends of Johnny Ringo. They'll have guns. They'll be looking for a chance to use them. Now, I couldn't stop them even if I wanted to.
Johnny Ringo was buried where he died. A pile of stones marks his grave in the Chiricahua Mountains of Arizona.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone Territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory.
This isn't any good. It can only cause you trouble.
When I make trouble, it's usually for the other fellow. You've been my partner long enough to know that, Monty.
Kirk, if you'd only use your head.
Walk like a man. Be one. Until the lawless element is stamped out, there can be no legal trade in beef in Tombstone.
Why don't you print the truth once in a while?
Well, Stevens, we were just talking about you, weren't we, Charlie?
None of your sarcasm, Clybourne. Kirk's one of the biggest cattle brokers in town. When he talks, you listen.
The sheriff's been hounding hard-working cowboys, calling them rustlers. But the people knew the facts about Hollister, instead of the lies you print in that filthy sheet.
Get out of my office.
Not that you promised to print the truth.
Well, now that I've always done.
All right, if you're going to print lies about me, I'll see that you don't print anything at all.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
On that morning of June 4, 1885, it looked as if the publication of the epitaph was coming to a violent halt.
Monty, get the boys and tear the place apart.
I have a better way.
The only better way would be to hang Clybourne from the nearest pole.
Set up a headline, Harris. Cattle broker splattered by buckshot. Just what were you all planning?
To wreck the epitaph.
My partner and I were just explaining to Mr. Clybourne that we disagreed with his policies.
Oh, well, that's all right. So long as you do it peaceably.
You ain't so peaceable, running my best beef suppliers out of the territory.
All your beef suppliers are rustlers. Everybody in town knows that.
Because he tells them. You push people around, he turns you into a tin god for doing it.
Get out. I'll get those two.
Trouble with you is you can't forget your past.
My past? At least I didn't spend all my time in all the saloons back east.
Kirk, you're going at this all wrong. I know all about fighting newspapers. I used to work for one.
You, a newspaper man?
You have to cripple everybody, don't you?
On your way to the Crystal Palace.
Newspaper man.
Why do you put up with him?
He's not like you and me, Jed. He's got education.
If that's what education does to you, I'm glad I don't have none.
Well, I always told me that my editorials had holes in them.
I'd sure hate to see the doctor digging bullets out of you.
Well, now, you know, so would I.
Harris, why don't you stay out of the fight for a while? You know, I'm hurting him. Rounding up the rustlers and cutting off his beef supply.
He'll just bring in new rustlers, and he knows where to find them. He used to do plenty of rustling himself.
That's true, but it was never proven.
Well, there wasn't as much law then. Now he's respectable, powerful man with a lot of money. He wants control of this town.
He won't get it.
We got to fight him on a lot of different levels. This is important. And so is this. Never underestimate the power of public opinion or a newspaper's effect on it. Sometimes it goes off with a bigger bang than a gun.
You really don't know very much about me, do you, Kirk?
Well, what's there to know, Monty? How many quarts a day you can put away?
haven't shown this to anyone for years.
Montague Davis. So you did work on a newspaper.
Managing editor of the Baltimore Observer.
How long?
Nearly 2 years.
What happened?
Well,
Never mind, you don't have to tell me.
after Baltimore, I tried Chicago. And I sort of lost interest. That's when I started to speculate in the cattle market.
Lucky thing for both of us.
Kirk, I want to get back into the newspaper business.
What? Well, we got the sweetest setup in the whole world. Get rid of the sheriff and the epitaph, we'll run the town.
The politicians back east have a rule. Don't fight a newspaper unless you own a newspaper. You can own one, Kirk.
Newspaper?
Sure. And I can run it for you. You can control public opinion, have anything you want. Get rid of Hollister, you can become mayor.
How come after all these years you got the itch again?
Each of us has to try to be a man in his own way. If you say so, Kirk, I'll start ordering the stuff. We'll call the paper the Bugle. It'll sound taps for the epitaph and the sheriff.
Maybe.
Well, we got a sign. We're in business.
Finest printing equipment money can buy, right, Monty? Take a look.
I've seen them come and go, but only the epitaph stays in business.
Not this time, mister.
Good morning.
Oh, wait till you read the Bugle, Claiborne.
Oh, I don't mind competition. I only hope your paper has more integrity than your catalog.
Come and get the first issue of the Bugle this afternoon. Free with these handbills. Compliments of Kirk Stevens.
You know there's no shooting in the town limits. Give me a gun.
You'll have to get it. Folks, listen.
You'll be all right in a little while.
It says the sheriff just come up and pistol whipped poor Jed. Doesn't sound right. I know Clay Hollister.
Yeah? How well do you know him?
How well? I know that if Jeb was shooting up the town, the sheriff was within his right to disarm him.
Read the rest of the story. It says that all Jeb Crowley was doing was shooting off blanks.
Oh?
Look at the editorial.
The Bugle believes the one newspaper town does not get all the facts. The epitaph has been suppressing much news. Now Tombstone will know the whole truth. And you got a point there. The epitaph's been doing real good. But if we had two newspapers, I suppose they could keep tabs on one another.
I'd like to sell you an ad in the next issue of the Bugle.
Well, I'm spending all I can afford now on the epitaph.
Well, you're paying $10 for your ad in the epitaph. I'll give you the same space for $7.
Yeah? Well, I'll give you a try.
You're a lawman by election only, and that newspaper can turn public opinion against you.
Clay, this is Todd Murphy. Met him up at the OK Corral. He needs some help.
What kind of help?
Had 20 head of cattle stolen.
How'd that happen?
I was driving some strays to catch up with the main bunch. 2 men jumped me, knocked me cold. When I woke up, no cattle.
Where was it?
About 5-6 miles out of town.
You show us, huh?
The afternoon of June 14. 8 miles north of town, Clay Hollister spotted the stolen herd. And the rustlers spotted him.
Sheriff, he's hit. Sheriff.
Here, Jimmy. Let me see that shoulder.
Is he hurt bad?
Painful. Bullet went clear through. Jimmy, if we catch your horse, you think you can make it back to town alone?
Sure.
How far north do you figure the main herd is?
About a couple hours ride.
I better ride along with you, make sure those boys don't try again. Come on, old buddy.
Can't you shoot straight?
Like that. Go on.
Well, the sheriff and the other guy drove the herd off. We figured it didn't pay to follow.
You were right. You can't fight Hollister with 6 guns.
We'll get him.
Nobody saw where the cattle went but you?
That's right. The deputy rode back towards town.
You had the ownership papers with you to prove you were in rightful possession of the cattle.
We worked the way Kirk taught us to.
We can turn this against Hollister.
The only thing I want to turn against Hollister is a gun.
Kirk, if you'll only have a little patience.
Stick around, boys. I may have a job for you.
I know Clay Hollister couldn't be up to anything, but just the same, why was he so anxious to get rid of Jim? Where's the herd now? Excuse me. It's up north, if you'd care to look. Clay, no offense. This was just about the rustling and...
And what?
Nothing, Clay. Nothing.
Gentlemen, I read your little story.
So did everybody else in town. Our circulation's improving every day.
You say these rightful owners were deprived of their cattle?
That's what they told us. They showed us papers to prove it.
In other words, you're accusing me of rustling. Rightful owners, where do you suppose I can find them?
How do we know?
Well, you talked to them. It says so right here.
They left town. They said they were afraid you were going to kill them.
You got all the answers, haven't you? When you lie real good. Watch that gun here.
Kirk. Hollister, when are you going to learn? You know, you just can't walk in here and threaten honest citizens. What are the people going to think when they read about it?
If it weren't for you, he'd be lying dead right there.
We're killing him with words.
Seen this?
Mm-hmm. I'll say this. Somebody over there knows how to put out a paper.
Harris, when are you going to lower your subscription rates to match those of the Bugles?
Wish I could. It's impossible. Maybe they've discovered a new law of economics. How to show a profit while operating at under cost.
Well, it seems to me like one man should be able to put out a newspaper just as cheap as another.
Kirk Stevens is paying for the losses of the Bugle out of his cattle proceeds.
Maybe Stevens is just a good businessman. Anyway, you can't expect us to pay extra for the epitaph when the Bugle's just as good. And maybe a little more impartial.
Impartial? How do you like that?
Things are getting rougher here.
Yeah.
Come in.
What do you want to see me about?
Got a piece of news for you. Not for publication. Biggest deal I've ever made. 5,000 head are being brought across the border. I made arrangements to buy them for $1 a head.
I'll get in touch with McHenry in Chicago. Probably be able to get $10 a head for him.
Well, there's only one trouble. McHenry never buys stolen cattle.
Our customers never know where the beef comes from.
Well, suppose the epitaph started digging into the deal. You got to put them out of circulation. Now.
I wish we could. We're beating them, but it's going to take time.
We've got no time.
Kirk, I hope you're not going to do anything that's going to get us into trouble.
Look, we own the Bugle, don't we? Whatever happens to the epitaph, we report in our own way. I'll be down later on to the newspaper to give you the story.
All right, Kirk.
Well, that's it, Fred. Let's get out of paper, even if we have lost half our customers.
Clay! They hit Fred!
June 20, 1885. Fred's body was moved to the undertaking parlor. Unable to catch up with the gunman, Clay Hollister returned to find that our presses had been badly damaged.
Hear the news? No epitaph today.
Sure, I heard about it. I've already written it up.
Well, this is good. You make it sound like Hollister doesn't want to catch the killers, may even be behind the shooting.
It wasn't easy. I'm not sure you should have done it.
Put the epitaph out of business, didn't I?
By killing an innocent man.
I was after Clybourne. Since when do you care about killing?
I'm only warning you for your own sake, Kirk. Don't take any more chances.
Somehow I liked you better when you were spending your afternoons at the Crystal Palace.
I'm trying to make a big man out of you, Kirk. Please don't spoil it.
At first you make a man out of yourself.
Clay, you've just got to face up to what people are saying.
Yeah, I know what people are saying. The thing that amazes me, Harris, is how they can take the truth and twist it into so many different ways.
You just got to make an arrest.
Well, I gotta have the right man first.
Kirk Stevens or Monty Davis.
I know they're behind it, but they didn't pull any triggers.
Any idea who did?
Yeah. I thought I recognized Jeb Crowley. I didn't say anything because I wasn't sure. But the fact that he's been out of town ever since is...
Found the herd, Clay. 5,000 head.
What herd?
Well, I got a wire from the Mexican border saying a big herd had been driven across, and they wanted me to follow up. Where were they headed?
Kirk Stevens stockyards.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I managed to talk to a couple of the cowpokes.
5,000 head. This could be a break for us.
June 22, 1885. Broker Kirk Stevens' stockyards were bulging with beef.
How are you, Kirk?
Jeb. What's he doing here?
I'll never handle a big deal yet without old Jeb, right, Jeb?
Right, boss. Been together a long time. Well, we got work to do.
I think you're asking for trouble. Suppose the sheriff connects him with the shooting.
Old Jeb can take care of himself.
I think you're taking Hollister too lightly.
I'm not the one that's taking him light. You think he can be beaten with words. I don't.
Jeb. Where you been the last couple of days?
Driving cattle?
My deputy scouted this herd. You weren't with him.
What about the other two, Jim?
Them neither. He's just got bad eyes.
What do you think of my eyesight? I spotted you right after Fred was murdered.
You're just making wild guesses.
Let's go down to my office. We can talk better there.
We're not going nowhere.
I wouldn't. He's still alive.
Get a doctor, Monty. If you didn't have that gun pointed at me, I'd kill you right now.
I'm gonna leave Jeb in your custody. I'm not worried about you going too far. You two. You! Come on.
Jeb better not die.
22. We worked desperately to get the press running so the epitaph could tell the true story of the shooting at the stockyards. The Bugle hit the streets first.
And so, people of Tombstone, how many more shootings will we let our gunslinging sheriff get away with? What do you think?
I think Hollister's got some questions to answer.
We got him this time. The sheriff's finished.
So's Jim.
What are you gonna do?
He was one of my boys.
The people will take care of Hollister. They'll throw him out of office. Kirk, you go after Hollister now and you're gonna ruin everything. Everything the Bugle and I have done for you.
You are. When I found you in Chicago, you were ready for the ash heap. Without me, you're nothing.
Don't do anything stupid, Kirk. Use your head.
I like my hands better.
Hollister? We want to talk to you.
All right, go ahead. The shooting of Jeb Crowley is being investigated by the coroner.
Yeah, that's the way it ought to be.
Will you step aside till after the investigation?
What kind of an investigation will that be? There are no witnesses except Kirk Stevens' men and Clay's deputy.
Sheriff, will you turn in your star while we look into this?
Hollister, I want you.
You heard what the man said.
You killed one of my boys.
That's right. He drew on me.
And you're a liar.
He's dead.
Any doubts who shot first?
Kirk did. I wonder how many men he's killed with that trick. Guess we won't need the investigation, Clay.
And he wanted to own the town.
Now all he's got is a piece of Boot Hill.
Well, I guess the Bugle won't be out tomorrow.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone Territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory.
I've seen everything.
It's one thing to rob, but why do they have to kill just to kill?
Why do mad dogs bite?
And Clay, how is it a little handful of Apaches can keep getting away from the Army all the time? There's just got to be an answer somewhere.
There is. Geronimo.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
May 29, 1889. News of Geronimo's return across the border from his lair in the Sierra Madres brought bitter memories and grim determination to the people of the territory. Memories of blood and death, and a determination to destroy once and for all the menace of the renegade Apache and his followers.
The 6th Mexican Infantry under Colonel Lorenzo are stationed along the border to check any moves south the hostiles might make. We know Geronimo is somewhere in this area. It means he's cut off from his regular sources of weapons and supplies. Now, what ammunition he had must be running low by now. Probably why he hit the quartermaster's supply train. Fortunately, there was no ammunition aboard.
Meaning that sooner or later he's going to have to take chances he'd ordinarily try to avoid.
We're well aware of that, Hollister. I'd like to get to the point.
All right.
General Crook has evolved a plan. Each town will form a patrol unit under the direction of local authorities. These units will patrol different areas until the hostiles are sighted.
That's a good plan.
Yes. In the event the hostiles are sighted, the patrol unit will send riders to the nearest telegraph dispatch station and inform Fort Huachuca immediately. Then maintain visual contact with the enemy until relieved by the punitive troops.
Well, Lieutenant, if we see the Indians, you can bet they're going to see us. And by the time your punitive troops get into action, Geronimo will be miles away. Just a pair of braves can hold back a small patrol until he's clear.
A rear guard action?
That's right.
You give this ignorant savage a great deal of credit.
Well, maybe you don't give him enough.
Fortunately, the Army is unimpressed by legends of the invincible Apache.
Yeah, I can understand that. The troops that have come up against Geronimo are in no condition to talk about it.
You'll have good reason to thank the Army when we stretch this butcher at the end of a rope.
Look, Lieutenant, I know an awful lot of men that have fought Indians all their lives. They don't underestimate Apaches.
Apaches? At best, not underestimate what's in store for them.
Just one question, Lieutenant. You ever even seen a hostile?
June 2, 1889. Sheriff Hollister and his men had relentlessly scoured the mountains for the wily murderer Geronimo.
Well, try down south tomorrow. See it sun up.
Oh, man. It's always good to get those boots off. You know, it's a funny thing. Most people get their backside sore straddling a horse 8 to 10 hours a day. But with me, it's my feet. Never could understand that.
Well, maybe it's because you keep trying to put those size 12 feet of yours in a size 9 boots.
Why, Clay? Oh, shucks. Don't your feet ever get sore?
Yeah, I just get saddle sore. You better get some supper. Get to bed. Sun up, remember?
Yeah. Well, Wonder if that Geronimo ever sleeps.
I don't know. If he does, I'd sure hate to have his dreams.
Dover's Pool Palace on the edge of town. Geronimo. The bold renegade Apache had taken a liking to white man's ways. He showed his contempt for the army and law by playing pool under their very noses. Geronimo held the proprietor captive while awaiting a supply of ammunition from a merchant named Kiley, long suspected of illegal traffic with the Indians.
Geronimo?
You make me miss.
This comb. The only way it would look good on me is with one of those lace shawls. I can't wear it this way.
You have the comb. Is not that enough?
Our friend might bring some shawls with him tonight.
He was told to bring ammunition.
You want me to look pretty, don't you?
There will be shawls. Now, woman, let me play this game in peace.
Geronimo.
How much did you bring?
1,550 rounds of 45-70s and 2,000 rounds of 44-40s. That's better than I thought I could do. It's hard to get prime quality ammunition in such quantities. But I know you want the best for your warriors, and that's what I brought.
Anything less would not be wise. I think you understand that.
I'd never sell you anything but the best. Never.
The agreed amount.
Thank you, Geronimo. A man likes to know his friends appreciate him. The shawls?
Let us consider these womanly things a token of your friendship, friend.
I consider it an honor, Geronimo.
Take these.
Maybe 4-1 he's seeing pink Indians. Geronimo at the Pool Palace.
Well, it won't hurt to check. Picked up a lot of things from the white man, most of them bad. You ready?
Yeah, I'm all set.
Let's go.
Play pool.
The sheriff. Tell Geronimo the sheriff's coming.
Bring box.
come on out of there with your hands up. The night of June 2, 1889. With one of Geronimo's braves in jail, Clay Hollister sought information.
Sit down. I said sit down. How long have you known Geronimo? Answer me.
You don't have no right to arrest me. It's not against the law to know Geronimo.
It is against the law to provide hostiles with weapons.
I don't do that.
You made contact with Kylie so that Geronimo could get the ammunition. How can you wear that?
I have a right to wear it. It's mine.
I suppose he gave you that, too?
He gave me everything. Does that suit you?
I wonder how many women died so that you could wear the jewelry stripped from their bodies.
You try to scare me. It won't work, Mr. Sheriff.
I think you and Geronimo deserve each other.
Went to Kylie's store, Clay. Afraid it was no use.
Too late?
Yeah. Time we got there, he phoned the coop. The store was wide open and the cash box on the counter was empty.
They won't get far.
Learn anything? Well, let's lock her up.
No, Jimmy. Give her a junk and get her out of here.
You heard what he said. Pick up your stuff. Geronimo's camp in the mountains outside Tombstone. The Apache killer and the merchant Kylie made an incongruous pair.
I stayed as long as I dared, Geronimo, but when I heard they'd found that ammunition case, I had to work fast. I only managed to save a few dollars. I don't know what's going to happen to me now.
My braves. What of them? Tell me.
One's dead and one's in jail. But what'll happen to me? My business is gone. My good name. It's terrible. You've got to help me, Geronimo. Lend me money so I can start someplace else. Now, Indians believe in helping a friend in trouble, and you know, I've always been a friend of your people. Always a fair deal and the best merchandise.
My people do all for those they know, who are their friends. Seize this carrion.
No, Geronimo, I am your friend.
Friend, to you, the Indian is nothing more than a fool. To be cheated, robbed of what little he has.
No.
Kill him.
No, Geronimo.
You've had one chance to keep your neck out of a noose. Tell us where Geronimo's camp is.
The rope would be a gentle gift of sleep compared to the death I would have as a betrayer of Geronimo.
He's got a real good argument there, Clay.
Where is he? Where's Geronimo? He is everywhere. He is nowhere.
The morning of June 3. 4 miners stumbled into Geronimo's hands.
Drop these things.
One of my braves has been slain. I will kill 2 white men in return. These 2. Another of my warriors is held captive. Unless he is freed, I will slay every white man, woman, and child who falls into my hands. Tell this in Tombstone. Go!
The afternoon of June 3. The people of Tombstone were grim witnesses to Geronimo's brutal reprisal. June 4, 1889. Lieutenant Forsyth and his patrols had made no contact with Geronimo. He came to claim the prisoner.
My instructions are to guard your Indian prisoner until a detachment arrives to take him into military custody. Those orders are direct from the commanding officer.
That brave isn't free. A lot of innocent people are going to get killed. Miners, homesteaders. Must be hundreds of them in the hills around here, and Geronimo will slaughter them as fast as he can find them. I gotta let him go.
You're making a mistake. A bad one. You know I intend to make a full report.
Well, the telegraph office is still open. Help yourself.
I intend to.
Sheriff?
What do you want?
I've come to show you where Geronimo is.
Where is he?
About a 20-minute ride from here. He's been raiding by night. Now he sleeps.
How many men has he got with him?
Usually 3 or 4. He depends on secrecy to protect his hiding place. Secrecy and fear.
All right, now listen to me. You'll find an army officer down at the telegraph office. Tell him exactly what you've told me. I'll meet you there with my deputy and we'll ride out together. Now go on.
Woman, you will die.
The afternoon of June 4, 1889. Dolores led the men to an isolated cabin tucked in a draw of the Mule Mountains a few miles south of Tombstone.
Where are his guards?
It appeared to be a day to remember. The capture of Geronimo.
Let's work around that way.
Wait a minute.
Still think we should have waited for a platoon of troopers. Lieutenant, I'll take the responsibility if anything goes wrong, but if you want to wait for the troopers... We gotta get him before he knows what hit him. Otherwise, we'll get it from both sides.
Simple enough. We'll pick him off from the window. And we'll get the rest from inside when they come up to see what's happened. A perfect cul-de-sac.
Look, Lieutenant, the job is to get him in. The federal court will take care of him after that. All right, there's only one door, so here's what we'll do.
Jimmy? I'm not one of your deputies.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
You and I'll take the front.
Right.
If Lieutenant Forsyth will be good enough to keep an eye on that window. I gave him both barrels, Jimmy. No man can live with a load of lead like that in him.
It's not the first time he's walked away with a hole in him that would kill a horse. Well, maybe next time, Clay.
Maybe. Thing is, how come a killer like him leads a charmed life?
Well, he got away, Lieutenant. You almost had your moment of glory. What's your report gonna say?
It wasn't. I made an error in judgment. I shall report it as such.
You know, Clay, her life ain't gonna be worth a chewed plug as long as Geronimo's running loose.
We'll see that you're protected. You have my word.
There's no need for that, Sheriff. I found what really matters once more. It'll be good to return.
To return?
To where I was raised as a child. To the convent of St. Teresa.
Dolores returned to the convent of Santa Teresa. The notorious Geronimo was never actually captured. When he was old and tired, he voluntarily surrendered to General Crook and returned to the comforts of the reservation.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone Territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory.
I still think you're making a mistake, Logan. What if Hollister and his posse happen to come by?
The lead in my shoulder's getting too heavy to carry. Give me the saddlebags, man. Come on.
The way you act, someone could say you don't trust us.
$10,000 is a lot of temptation. I wouldn't want you boys running out on me.
Oh, we'll be around. We'll be back Wednesday morning. And you better be there.
I'll be there.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die. Tombstone Territory. July 9, 1886. Sheriff Clay Hollister was on the trail of Logan Beatty and his gang. The going had been rough.
Near as I can figure, this trail's about 5 hours old.
I think the posse ought to be heading back to Tombstone, Clay. We don't have enough provisions for another day's ride.
Well, I winged one of them. Sooner or later, they're going to have to slow down and fix up that wound.
Horses are about through. The men have about had it, too.
All right. You men head back for Tombstone.
Now, what about you, Clay?
I get some provisions at the Danbury Ranch, then ride into Fairbanks, get a fresh posse there. Much obliged for your help, Paris. I'll check with you when I get back. Danbury?
You come hunting land taxes, Sheriff, you're wasting your time. You got no money.
No, it's nothing like that. I was hoping you could let me have some provisions. I'd be willing to pay.
Pleasure to be of service to the law.
As long as you get paid for the effort. What do you get for a drink of water?
Water's free. Good book says to help those in need, but it don't hurt to be practical about it. You or anybody else.
Anybody else?
I got myself a temporary boarder. Fellow rode in this morning, gave me $50, put him up for a couple of days, give him some medical attention. Claims he was ambushed.
Where is this man?
In the bedroom.
Is he wearing a gun?
No, I took it away from him.
That's good.
Guns are the tools of the devil, like so many other things. All I keep around myself's a small bore in case I scare up a coyote.
I'd like to meet this man.
Were you ever in Kansas City, Miss Danbury?
No.
They got a store there sells nothing but dresses.
Really?
Yeah.
Does everyone make jokes all the time like you do?
No, I'm the funniest man that was ever in Kansas City. Someday I ought to go there.
You won't be going for a while, Logan.
Hello, Hollister.
Just rest easy.
It's a family heirloom. Like this lucky piece. I rest better when they're near me.
Has he done something wrong?
Yeah, he held up a bank in Tombstone. Wounded a clerk.
No.
An outlaw under my roof?
Where are the others, Logan? They said I was holding them back.
Did he ride in here alone?
I was out in the yard. I didn't see anyone else.
You got me caught, Hollister. Why would I lie to you?
They ran off and left you, huh? Left $10,000 behind. Where are they, Logan?
Sheriff, can't you question him later? He's in pain.
As you sow, so shall you reap.
Yeah, he reaped all right. I'll need a lighted lamp to sterilize this. Seems only fair that since I put the bullet in, you ought to be the one to take it out.
How is he?
Nothing wrong with him. A couple of days' rest won't cure.
I don't want him under my roof. This is a God-fearing house. Let the sinner seek the comfort of his own kind and not sicken others.
It's a long ride back to Tombstone. Wouldn't want that wound to open up. He might bleed to death.
The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his own way. The wicked shall fall by his own wickedness.
But the man came to us for help, Pa. It wouldn't have been Christian to turn him away.
He's a thief and a murderer. He deserves the worst that can happen.
There's nothing too good about Logan's past, but murder isn't one of his accomplishments.
I know his kind has never done a hard day's work in his life.
I thought we could all use some refreshment.
Oh, thank you, Miss Danbury. Looks like I'm going to have to impose on your hospitality for a couple of days.
We're pleased to have you here, Mr. Hollister. You think he'd like a cup?
Oh, I'm sure he would. I'll take him some.
Sheriff wants him to have any, he'll take it in.
Leave the girl alone, Alan.
The morning of Wednesday, July 11, 1886.
You certainly don't take any chances, Sheriff.
No. My job, you'll live longer if you're careful. And don't put too much faith in good luck charms. I want to talk to you about that.
What's wrong with Logan giving it to me?
He should have kept it for himself. He's going to need all the luck he can get.
Keep away from him, Kay.
You sound just like my father, Mr. Hollister.
He's got a long prison term ahead of him.
Hollister, there's one thing you should know. You're never going to put me in prison. Only one man ever locked me up. That was my dad when I was 7 years old. I remember I beat my hands bloody trying to get out of that dark cellar. It was a whole lifetime ago. I still dream about it.
I've decided to take you back to Tombstone today. You look well enough to travel.
Yeah, I'll be traveling soon. All I needed was a little Christian charity from the right person.
Why don't you give her some? Come here.
I'll never forget you. Bye.
All right, Logan, let's go.
You'll never take me to Tombstone now, Hollister. You're a day late. Yesterday you might have made it, but today, those are my boys.
Back in the house. Everybody. Move!
Hey, Logan, come on out.
Tell him you're my prisoner.
Sheriff Clay Hollister's in here with me.
Well, what do you want us to do?
Well, there's no sense in having a gunfight. I'll be out in a few minutes. You see, Sheriff, I'm your prisoner, but you're my prisoner in a way.
We can't wait out there forever. Sooner or later,
Sheriff, don't make me shoot you. But I will if I have to.
You're taking leave of your senses, girl?
I want to go with you.
Your father's right. You've taken leave of your senses. I can't take you with me, don't you see?
For the first time in my life, I do see. And I want to go with you.
All right. Let's go.
Try to make him understand.
I'll kill you for this, Beatty. By all that's holy, I'll kill you.
Take that. I'll cut you down before you got a shot.
Logan!
Climb down.
Kay! Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Might have stopped them if it hadn't been for her.
I don't think you can put all the blame on your daughter.
My daughter is dead.
The morning of July 12, 1886. Logan Beatty skirted Tombstone on his way to New Mexico. Clay Hollister came back to Tombstone for a small posse. We again picked up Beatty's trail.
Logan.
Don't be so worried. The shoulder opened up a little, that's all.
Logan, you can't keep riding. You've got to stop, at least for a while.
And let Hollister catch up. I'll tell you what we'll do. Yucca Flats is about 2 hours from here. We'll stop there. Come on.
The outlaw's trail led to Yucca Flats. Wee recent Beatty was seeking the sanctuary of the New Mexico border.
Gee, I must look a sight.
You're the prettiest girl in the territory.
Not in this outfit.
I'll buy a new dress. We'll meet you fellas in the bar. A bottle, please. Thanks.
Oh, no. Thank you.
I'm sorry. You do that dress right proud, Kay.
My man has good taste.
Yeah, not much of a place, is it? If I go anywhere else, they might recognize me.
I understand.
Don't you want a drink? It might cheer you up. It can't do you any harm.
No, I don't want any.
Hey, Logan. You gonna sit there and wait for Hollister to come for you? Or are we heading for New Mexico?
Okay. Should we leave?
Well, I'm ready.
Kay, how old are you? 17? 18?
19.
Do you realize that I'm almost...
I realize that you're the man I love. Come on, let's go.
They were here all right.
How long ago?
About an hour.
Well, we're gaining on them. They still got a good head start. Catching them before they reach the border is going to take some doing.
If I have to cross the border, I will. I think I'll send the boys back to Tombstone. This visit's going to be unofficial.
The afternoon of July 12, 1886. Red Rock, New Mexico.
Aren't you going to eat any of it?
I'm not hungry.
I know what you're thinking. I just can't afford to take any chances. I've still got to be careful where we stop.
Logan, I understand that. You don't have to explain.
You haven't had any fun, have you? Give me a little time. We'll have plenty of fun. And we got lots of money.
And what happens when the money's gone?
I get us some more. They leave this stuff lying around loose in banks. You just walk in and scoop it up.
Just walk in and scoop it up. And we start running again.
What other way is there?
Hello, Logan.
Rita, I'm busy.
What's the matter? Don't I please you anymore?
Look, Rita, will you leave us alone, please?
Logan, she's not your type or age.
I'm sorry about it.
I'll cover you from here in case the others show up.
Where are your friends?
My friends are hid out.
They're afraid of a lawman who might forget about the law and come across the border. This is New Mexico, Hollister. You have no authority here. They have their own laws and they have nothing on me. And if you don't believe me, ask the sheriff at the bar.
That doesn't prevent us from having a little talk, does it?
Well, what is it to say?
I want you to ride back to Tombstone with me.
Whatever would make me want to do a fool thing like that?
You want to make her happy?
I figure the best way to do that's by staying out of jail.
Taking her to places like this?
Won't always be places like this.
When has it ever been different? I think she deserves something better.
Have you any complaints, Kay?
If he did go back, what would happen?
You'd have to face a robbery charge.
I can't do that, Kay. Don't ask me.
Logan, the time of your kind's passing. Trail ends with a bullet or a long prison term. Now's your chance to pay a small penalty for a new life.
Remember I told you I can't stand to be locked up?
What kind of freedom is this? Running from the law, living from day to day, and no future.
Leave us alone, Hollister.
All right. Anything I can do for you, Kay?
Let's go back.
I can't.
Logan, maybe you can walk into a bank and scoop up some money. But what happens if this kind of life runs us out of love? Mr. Hollister, wait. I'm going back with you.
Kay.
Every time that you rode off, I'd wonder if I'd ever see you alive again. And we'd end up hating each other. Wouldn't have worked, would it?
He'll come back if he loves you.
Thank you, Mr. Hollister.
Glad I could be of service.
Is Pa at home? He went into town, but he should be back very soon now. I better start supper. You'll stay, won't you?
Thank you, Miss Danbury.
She's worried about what Pa will say.
How about you?
I'm not any longer.
I think I'll ride out and meet him.
of the devil! Stop!
He was coming in to give himself up.
I didn't know.
Didn't he say anything?
May have. I didn't hear.
Maybe. Maybe you just didn't want to hear.
How will I be judged?
I don't know. But you're gonna have to tell your daughter you killed a man she loved. Here. You better give her this.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone Territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory.
মন্টুর বাসা ফাঁকা, খালি বাসা, পুরা খালি, খাওয়া দাওয়া নাই, তুমি আর আমি,
শুধু তুমি আর আমি,
একা
একা।
কত বড় সাহস তোর, হ্যাঁ? তুই সাহস পাইলি কিভাবে আমার নিয়ে খালি বাসায় যাবি? বাসায় আমার কথা বলো, বিয়ের কথা বলো, সিরিয়াস হও।
তুমি তো জানো আমার বাসার অবস্থা কি। এমন ভাই যেন পৃথিবীতে কারো ফ্যামিলি যেন না জন্মায়, মানে ওর জন্য আমি কিছুই হচ্ছে না। ও ফেল করে আর বিয়েটা হচ্ছে না, ফেল করতেছে আর হচ্ছে বিয়ে পিছাইতেছে, কিন্তু আমার লাইফটা কোথায় যাইতেছে সেটা তো কেউ চিন্তা করতেছে না। ও তো সেই ব্যাপারে কোনো টেনশনই নাই। আমি যে তোমাকে কত ভালোবাসি এটা কি ওকে আমি বলতে বুঝাইতে পারতেছি বলো? হ্যাঁ, আরে কি হয়েছে?
না, আমি আর বসে থাকতে পারবো না। এতক্ষণ ধরে রিকশায় বসে থেকে আমার ব্যাক পেন করতেছে।
কোথায় দেখি?
দেখতে হবে না, আমি আর
আচ্ছা, আশ্চর্য ব্যাপার, তোমার ব্যাক পেন হয়েছে তুমি আমাকে পার্সোনালি বলবা, সেই জায়গায় তুমি রিকশাওয়ালার সামনে বলছো, ব্যাপারটা কেমন না? তো কি হয়েছে দেখি?
দেখতে হবে না, আমি বাসায় যাবো, আমার বাসার সামনে দিয়ে আসো।
বাসায় যাওয়া মানে কি? আমরা বের হয়েছি কতক্ষণ বেবি? আমরা অল্প কতক্ষণ হয়েছে, মাত্র 2 ঘন্টা হয়েছে আমরা বের হয়েছি। আজকে আমরা সারাদিন ঘুরবো, খাওয়া দাওয়া করবো, তারপর হচ্ছে মন্টুদের বাসায় যাব, তারপরে আমরা যা হওয়ার তা করবো, মানে বাসায় যাবো আর কি। আবার
মন্টুর বাসায় কেন?
ও ওই যে আসলে হয়েছে কি, ওই যে মন্টুদের ম্যাচের মধ্যে আজকে বিরাট আয়োজনে খাওয়া দাওয়ার ব্যবস্থা করা হয়েছে, বুঝছো? তাই আমাকে বললো যে হ্যাঁ তুই আসিস। এখন আমি তো একা যেতে পারি না, তুমি ছাড়া আমি কীভাবে যাবো বলো?
তাই তো, খাওয়া দাওয়া করবো আর কি করবো?
তারপর ধরো ওই যে মানে একটু বসলাম, আড্ডা দিলাম, গল্প করলাম, থাকে না এই আর কি।
হ্যাঁ, খাওয়া দাওয়া করবো, আড্ডা দিব, বিশ্রাম নিব। বাট তুমি আমাকে কি বলছিলা জানো?
কি?
মন্টুরা ট্যুরে গেছে বান্দরবন। তোমারও যাওয়ার কথা ছিল, কিন্তু যেহেতু তুমি আমার সাথে দেখা করবা, আমাদের একটা ডেটের প্ল্যান হয়েছে, দ্যাটস ওয়াই তুমি যাইতে পারো নাই। এখন আমার মন্টুর বাসায় দাওয়াতটা বুঝলাম
না। বলছিলাম না আসলে মানে আমি না ভুলে যাই সবকিছু, বুঝছো? মানে তুমি সামনে থাকার পর না আমি সবকিছু আউলে যাই, মনে থাকে না আর কি। হ্যাঁ, আর তুমিও পিছলাই যাও। হ্যাঁ না না কিছু বলি না, কি বলবো, কিন্তু মানে ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে কি আমার না একটা জিনিস নিয়ে খুব মন খারাপ হচ্ছে। মানে স্ট্রবেরিটার কথা শুনে না খুব মন খারাপ হইতেছে।
কি
মানে মানে স্ট্রবেরি, যে
স্ট্রবেরি কি
চকলেট, মানে তোমার জন্য চকলেট বলতে ললিপপ, তোমার জন্য দুটো মানে স্ট্রবেরি ফ্লেভারের চকলেট আনছিলাম, তো ওগুলোর কথা না খুব মনে পড়ছিল। মানে
থ্যাংক ইউ।
ওয়েলকাম।
শোনো, এসব ভাওতাবাজি বাদ দিয়ে কাজের কাজ করো, বাসায় আমার কথা বলো, বিয়ের কথা বলো, সিরিয়াস হও।
তুমি তো জানো আমার বাসার অবস্থা কি। এমন ভাই যেন পৃথিবীতে কারো ফ্যামিলি যেন না জন্মায়। মানে ওর জন্য আমি কিছুই হচ্ছে না, ও ফেল করে আর বিয়েটা হচ্ছে না, ফেল করতেছে আর হচ্ছে বিয়ে পিছাইতেছে, কিন্তু আমার লাইফটা কোথায় যাইতেছে সেটা তো কেউ চিন্তা করতেছে না। ও তো সেই ব্যাপারে কোনো টেনশনই নাই। আমি যে তোমাকে কত ভালোবাসি এটা কি ওকে আমি বলতে বুঝাইতে পারতেছি বলো? হ্যাঁ
অনেক প্রবলেম না?
খুব প্রবলেম।
আমার কাছে একটা সলিউশন আছে।
কি সলিউশন?
চলো আমরা পালাই বিয়ে করে ফেলি। দেখো, তোমার বাসায় প্রবলেম আছে, আমার বাসায় অনেক প্রবলেম আছে, বাট আই এম সিরিয়াস। এসব বাসার প্রবলেম এত পাত্তা দিলে চলবে না। পালাই বিয়ে করে ফেলি।
বেবি তোমাকে আমি এই কারণে এত লাভ করি, তোমার ইন্টেলেকচুয়াল হাইট এত বেশি যে কোন দিন জানি তোমার সাথে থাকতে থাকতে আমার হাইটটাও 6 গিয়ে পৌঁছে যাবে।
6 কি? ফিট, ইঞ্চ নাকি সেন্টিমিটার?
না না ফিটই তো, ফিট।
ও মন্টু বাসায় নেই তাই না?
না না বাসায় নাই তো।
তাহলে মন্টুর বাসায় আমরা যাবো কিভাবে?
কারণ চাবি আছে তো আমার পকেটে।
চাবি?
হ্যাঁ।
মন্টুর বাসা ফাঁকা, খালি বাসা,
পুরা খালি,
খাওয়া দাওয়া নাই, তুমি আর আমি,
শুধু তুমি আর আমি,
একা
একা।
কত বড় সাহস তোর! হ্যাঁ, তুই সাহস পাইলি কিভাবে আমার নিয়ে খালি বাসায় যাবি? তুই কি মনে করছস আমাকে বলবি যে চলো আমরা খালি বাসায় যাই, তোর সাথে আমি ফুরফুর করে চলে যাব?
ঠিক আছে, না গেলে তো আর কিছু করার নাই।
পিছলাইতেছ না? আসলে তুমি না আমাকে নিয়ে সিরিয়াস কিনা আমি সেটাই বুঝি না। আমি বাসায় একা একাই যাচ্ছি, আর তোরে ললিপপ তুই খা।
বেবি, বেবি ললিপপ।
Là 5.5x tốc độ của mình. Mình không thầy ơi. Đó mày củ sắn rồi. Gì vậy đây? Này 125 à? 205 rồi. Cộng gì đây? Tạm gọi nâng cấp tất cả nâng cấp cho một lần. Bình. Rồi xoay bài tự động không? Tôi lấy bạc rồi anh lấy xoay bài tự động ấy. $185 à? Vách. Không được á? Vách. Được, lấy còn. New request này 215 nắp à? 25 à? 25. 35 không? Được cộng 10 này, 30 rồi, thừa 30. 10 này. 229 ạ. Đó thì mà thừa 30. Không mua à? Đánh mày gì luôn. Thần tài này. Thần tài lên, ở chờ nhỉ? Thần tài lên. Phải đến. Bay. 120 à, lần một lần một lượt bớt. Cái gì đấy, máy lỗ à? Máy lỗ sao? Lỗ máy. Đéo vào đây. Không được rét à? Tính như thầy. Đặt tiền nó đã xuống à? Chọn đất. Perfect. Good landing rồi à? 100 lam à? Anh có thể chỉnh cho nó phải good landing mấy lượt. Rồi. Chọn chỉnh bằng những gì mà xuống. Này á. Vì nó bị lệch chạy sang bên kia một tí. Cô không? Good landing. Đéo đi, đừng nói. Áo choàng bạc, độc dược sĩ. Được lại mất chất rồi phục. Tôi sẽ thành vác cái điều lính. Áo choàng bạc này. Xong đâu? Mình. Thần tài ngay.
মজা হয়েছে?
অসাধারণ হয়েছে। এই এমনি কি করে?
ওই তুই ওরে দেখ চমকাই উঠছিস কেলা? ওর নাম লাইলি আর আজকে সব ওই রান্না করছে।
কি?
হ্যাঁ আম্মা জান, আমার পোলা কথা কইছিলাম না?
ইস, এরকম জঘন্য রান্না আমি জিন্দেগি দেখাই নাই।
থাক আম্মা জান থাক, আমি তো পারতাছি।
সমস্যা না, আপনার বাসার সামনে না, আমি আগে দিতেছি, চলেন।
তুমি কেঠা মা? আমি তো চিন্তা পারতেছি না কোনখানে বাসা।
আমার সামনে মহল্লা বাসা। আমার নাম লাইলি।
ও লাইলি, তুমি কি আমার চিনো?
জি না খালাম্মা, আসলে আপনি তো আমার মায়ের বয়সী, বুঝছেন না? আমার মা যদি এরকম বাজারের ব্যাগ টানতো আমি তো দিতাম না, আমি লয়ে নিতাম।
ও আচ্ছা।
খালাম্মা আপনার কোনো পোলা মায়া নাই?
আছে তো, আমার একমাত্র পোলা আছে।
তো চ্যাংরা পোলা থাকতে আপনার বাজারে যেতে হয় গেলা?
তুমি যে কি কও, তুমি কিন্তু খুব ভালো কথা কইছো। আমি আসলে বাসায় দিকে তো মাঝে মাঝে নিজে হাট বাজার করি। তা আম্মা জান, তুমি কেমনে জানলা আমার পোলা চ্যাংরা?
ও, আপনার বয়স দেখে আন্দাজ করছি আর কি, আপনার পোলা চ্যাংরাই হবো। এইটা আপনার বাচ্চা?
হ্যাঁ, এই যে আইসা পড়ছে, আমার বাসা আইসা পড়ছে। চাও, তুমি এত কষ্ট করছো, একটু চা পানি খিলাও।
না না, আজকে না, খালাম আরেকদিন আসুন।
আচ্ছা,
আপনি নিশ্চয়ই কষ্ট পাইছেন তাই না? কষ্ট পাইলে মানে আপনি কইছেন আমারে, আমি যদি না যাই তাহলে তো খারাপ দেখে। তো আজকে যাই তাহলে,
চলো। আচ্ছা বাজান,
বাহ,
কি আম্মা জান?
আপনার বাসা খালামা খুব সুন্দর, আপনার বাসা।
ও, আমি তো ভাবতেছিলাম তুমি আমার ছেলের কথা কইতেছো। মাশাআল্লাহ, আমার ছেলে সুন্দর আছে না?
আছে আর কি, ওই আছে।
আচ্ছা আম্মা জান, তুমি কি খাইবা? তোমার কি পছন্দ?
আপনার পোলাই কি পছন্দ করে?
ও তো যা পায় তাই খায়।
যা পায় তাই খায়, তার অবশ্য দেখে বোঝা যায়।
কিছু কইতেছো?
না খালাম্মা, কিছু কইতেছি না, মানে কইতে চাইছি যে সবার তো একটা প্রিয় খাদ্য থাকে, তারটা কি?
হ্যাঁ আছে তো, গরুর গোশত। গরুর গোশত পাইলে তো মাথায় ঠিক থাকে না, খুবই পছন্দের।
আচ্ছা কইতেছেন, আমারও গরুর গোশত খুব পছন্দ।
ঠিক আছে আম্মা জান, তুমি বসো, গরুর গোশতে রান্না করবো, দুপুরে সাথে মিলে একসাথে খামু।
আরে আমি এখানে একা একা বসে কি করবো খালাম্মা, আমি যাই আপনারে সাহায্য করি একটু।
মাশাআল্লাহ, কি লক্ষ্মী মাইয়া। আসো আসো।
মা, মাংস যা হয়েছে না,
মজা হয়েছে?
অসাধারণ হয়েছে। এই এ মেয়ে কি করে?
ওই তুই ওরে দেখ চমকাই উঠছিস কেলা? ওর নাম লাইলি আর আজকে সব ওই রান্না করছে।
কি?
হ্যাঁ আম্মা জান, আমার পোলা কথা কইছিলাম না?
ইস, এরকম জঘন্য রান্না আমি জিন্দেগি দেখাই নাই।
কি কইতাছস? একটু কি কইলি অসাধারণ, এখন কইতাছস ফালতু। মাথা গেছে নাকি?
খালাম্মা, আমার মনে হয় গরমে মাথার গিলু গলে গেছে গা।
এই মেয়ে, তোমার সাহস তো কম না, তুমি এনে কেন আসছো?
খালাম্মা আপনার সামনে আমরা ধমকাইতেছে।
ওই তুই ওরে ধমকাস কেলা? হ্যাঁ ও আইছে তো কি হইছে? তোর কোনো সমস্যা আছে? ও জানোস না আজকে আমার এই রান্না বান্না কত সাহায্য করছে?
জানতে চাই না, ওরা এখনই বাড়ি থেকে বাইরে যেতে বলো।
কি কইতাছস? এত কিছু কষ্ট করে রান্না করে মাইটা না খাইয়ে চলে যাবো?
ও যদি এখান থেকে না যায় আমি বাইরে যাবো এখন।
খালাম্মা তোর মাথা নষ্ট হয়ে গেছে গা। আমি বরং আজকে যাই, আপনি থাকেন খান, আমি আরেকদিন এসে খামুনি।
আমার জান, তুই এটা কি করলি? মা এটা খালি মুখে বিতে দিলি?
তুমি ওরে চিনো না আম্মা, খুব ডেঞ্জারাস।
আমার চিনার দরকার নেই, তুই বেশি করে খা।
তোর খামুই না।
Thì 400 à? 400. Để kiếm thêm năng lượng này. Somos 700 rồi, rebat được một lần nữa. Ok. Lần này sẽ rebat thêm 10 anh quay qua kia anh binh. Đây sẽ là bố của qua kia. Yes. Thua hoài à? Không cội thắng à? Át một thực sự là khó đấy. Sẽ lấy một cái đồ ánh sáng đi, sẽ là cái cung xanh ánh sáng đi. Hai cái giảm yếu hai bên nhỉ? Thôi cái phải đang kéo một cái vùng đầu. Đấy. Rồi 25 chà, nốt rồi nữa thì lên 8 vậy. Lại là cái thằng Zurich này. Sao nó vẫn lên được con ấy bài nhỉ? Như con Zurich bài ở đâu ra ấy. Rồi nó con Nautilus nữa. Mình cầm tận 4 con Nautilus rồi chúng nó vẫn còn à. Ê sao ý làm mày không ba? Đó, thua không? Thua à. Ok rồi, đi rồi. Tốc mấy đây? Chưa đi, sắp đi. Anh đi xa rồi, anh không lái xe nữa. Anh đắp mộ rồi, không thể nào rai khát được. Khóc U Linh à. Em phải cút. Cút đi. Đây đi cho đỡ bị bắn vào đầu. Cày tê tại bị bắn cặp tự. Kéo ra xử ra. Ui rồi, cặp bóng may mắn Boco 3 nhưng mà ít tiền không sao? Ít tiền. Tích xong rồi bao nhiêu máu? Có 5.000 máu rồi mà. Chắc thế. Bế mày. Đối kia không chết à? Đối kia xét bế không được. Không thấu mấy cái cùng dao. Chậm quá. Đây đừng người nó vả. Rồi nó vả át trước à? Mày ý thua. Đi chợ nhặt xem một cái cung đi. Nhặt một cái cung đi. Anh cũng sắp không đi rồi, anh sẽ được đi chợ trước. Ai
শুনেন, কালকের খেলায় আপনি হারবেন।
বাবা, কনফিডেন্স দেখছো মেয়ে?
যদি না হারছেন তাহলে কিন্তু বললাম এটা দিয়ে আমি আমার হাতে আপনার নাম লিখুন। মানে তো তখনই বুঝবেন যখন এটার দায় আপনার উপর পড়বে।
ওই দিনকার তোরে হাত খরচের লেগা 5,000 টাকা দিছিলাম। আবার টাকা কি গাছে ধরে?
আব্বাজান আপনি তো কত টাকাই কামান, 5,000 টাকা দিলে আপনার কি হয়? আমি আপনার একমাত্র আমার মাইয়া, তো আমার পিছনে খরচ করবেন না, কার পিছনে করবেন? আমার একটা কুর্তি পছন্দ হয়েছে, ওই কুর্তি আমি কিনতে চাই।
কুর্তি মূর্তি লেহেঙ্গা ওড়না এসব দিয়ে তো ঘর বইরে গেছে, হাঁটুনের বি জায়গা নাই। মন চায় তোর এগুলা নাইজেরিয়া বুলগেরিয়া আর উগান্ডায় পাঠাইয়া দে। আচ্ছা এত কিছু কিনার দরকার নাকি?
কি কইতেছেন আব্বা? একটা শখ করছি, শখের দাম লাখ টাকা। শখ যদি না মিটে তাহলে এই জীবন রেখা লাভ কি? আপনি যদি আমার টাকা না দিচ্ছেন তাহলে কিন্তু আমি কয়ে দিলাম ব্লেড দিয়ে হাত কেটে নাম লেখা ফেলাম।
আচ্ছা ব্লেড দিয়ে এই কুর্তির লেগে হাত কাটানোর দরকার নাই, আমি বাইরে যাওয়ানোর সময় তোর টাকা দিয়ে যাব।
থ্যাংক ইউ আব্বা।
আচ্ছা লাইলি, তুমি এরকম প্রতিদিন কোনো পড়াই কমপ্লিট করছো না, আমি কিন্তু তোমাকে আর পড়াতে আসবো না।
আসেন না, আপনারা ক্যাঠাই কইছে আইতে, আমি কইছি
শেষ পর্যন্ত তোমার বাবার কাছে আমাকে কমপ্লেন করতে হবে।
আপনি আমার বাপের কাছে কমপ্লেন করবেন?
পড়াশোনা করছো না, বাবার কাছে কমপ্লেন করবো না? অবশ্যই করবো।
ঠিক আছে, আপনি যান, আপনি আমার বাপের কাছে কমপ্লেন করেন, এদিকে আমি ব্লেড দিয়ে হাত কেটে আপনার হাতের নাম লেখা রাখবো এখান দিয়ে।
দেখো এইবার না হয় আমি তোমার বাবার কাছে কমপ্লেন করবো না, কিন্তু তুমি যদি পরীক্ষায় ডাব্বা মারো তাহলে তো আবার আমি শেষ।
ও তুমি
ডরাইছেন?
ডরাবো কেন, মাগের এরকম আটকা মায়া মনের সামনে চলে আসলে তো একটু চিন্তা লাগেই। আর কালকে আবার তোমার মামার সাথে চ্যালেঞ্জ, বইলাইছো শেষবার মতো চুল দাঁড়িয়ে আশ্রয় আসতে।
শুনেন, কালকের খেলায় আপনি হারবেন।
বাবা কনফিডেন্স দেখছো মেয়ে।
যদি না হারছেন তাহলে কিন্তু বললাম এটা দিয়ে আমি আমার হাতে আপনার নাম লিখুন। মানে তো তখনই বুঝবেন যখন এটা দায় আপনার উপর পড়ব। সরেন।
আরে ভাই নাম লিখবা মানে? কি মুসিবতে বললাম, জিততে না পারে এখন 2 নাম্বারই। কি সমস্যা, যাইতে দিতেছো না কেন?
সমস্যা আমার না আপনার, আপনি মানুষ না খুনি। মানে বোঝেন না? কালকে কি করছেন, কাচির লগে কি মিলাচ্ছেন, পেট খারাপের ওষুধ।
দেখো এখন কিন্তু বাড়াবাড়ি হইতেছে, তোমরা কাচ্চি খাইতে চাইছো, আমি খাওয়াইছি ব্যাস। কারণ কারো যদি পেট পাতলা হয়ে যায়, কেউ যদি হজম করতে না পারে, সেটা তো তার সমস্যা, আমার না।
বাড়াবাড়ি আমরা করছি না আপনারা করছেন, মানে ইচ্ছে করে আপনারা খান নাই কালকে, তাই না? যাতে আমার লগে প্রতিশোধ নিতে পারেন।
আর যদি নিতে চাই সেটা কি দোষ? 3 বার ঘুরি চ্যাম্পিয়ন আমি, তোমার কারণে আমার হারতে হয়েছে।
হারছেন তো কি ইচ্ছে, মাঝে মাঝে কিছু জিতবার লাগা কিছু হারতে হয়।
এই তোমার কাছে হাইরে আমি কি জিতছি? হ্যাঁ
আমারই জিতছেন, আমার মন জিতছেন।
এই দেখো তুমি আমার আবার কোনো কিছু তো ফাঁসাইছো, আমি বুঝছি। এইসব ফান্দে আমি পা দিতেছি না, প্লিজ।
আমি আপনারে ফাঁসাই নাই, আপনি আমারে ফাঁসাইছেন। আমি তো আপনার প্রেমে পড়ে গেছি ফ্রি মাস্টার। আপনি আমার মারবেন, মারেন, কাটতেও ফালান, কিন্তু আমি আপনার ভালোবাসি, এটাই সাইন্স।
হ্যাঁ এর জন্যই তো সায়েন্সে মারো ডাব্বা।
যতই অপমান করেন শাদি তো আপনার আমার লগে হইব।
তোমার মতো মেয়ের সাথে শাদি দূরে থাক, প্রেম পর্যন্ত করতে রাজি নাই আমি। আর এইসব ব্লেড ফেড দিয়ে কোনো কাজ হবে না, আমি ভয় পাই না আর।
দেখো চন্দ্র তুমি কি করো।
Mày Mày huyết kiểu mới hả? Tôi huyết kiểu sự bình chilling nhé. Kia na cầm kiếm này. À cái đai máu này. Kia na cầm kiếm này. Rồi. Mày hỏi lấy đâu, thằng lấy rồi. Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Tranh mày tranh để tranh với tao. Nhiều đi quá ta. 233 vòng. Mình bắt đầu bây giờ. Thầy báo hả? Vậy cũng chưa đi 30% hả? 20% chấp quỷ à? 100 không? 110 à? Kêu tầm 5 quá. Để cho được khoảng 70 bình. Cái mình đại 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 ai mày vậy vào nè rồi cuối cùng tại wow một tỷ lắm 50 thì vào khoảng là bao nhiêu nhỉ? 2 thì nó rưỡi à? 5 thì vào 250. Đủ. Mày được không? Mày game 250 muốn năm nay của ông thầy 29 này 22 23 25 26 27 28 25 26 27 29 3 35 36 6 3 7 40 à? 40 98 à? Ai 98 ai? Phải bay một phân rồi. What the hell?
আচ্ছা আপনি ওই দিন আপনার আম্মার সামনে আমার লগে এরকম ব্যবহার করছেন কেন?
আমার ইচ্ছে হয়েছে আমি করছি, আর আমার পিছে ঘুরে লাভ নেই।
কেন? আমি আপনার ভালোবাসি না, করবো না কেন?
বেহায়া মেয়ে রে বাবা, তোমার তো আমি ক্লিয়ার করে বলছি যে আমি তোমার বিয়ে করব না।
আরে আপনার আম্মাই তো আমার পছন্দ করছো, তো আপনি শাদি করবেন না কেন?
তাহলে তারই বিয়েটা করো।
জি 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 আস্তাগফিরুল্লাহ, কি কইতাছেন? আমি আপনার আম্মার কেন শাদি করব? তো আপনারা শাদি করুন, আর আপনি যদি আমার শাদি না করছেন তাহলে কয়ে দিলাম ব্লেড দিয়ে আপনার নাম আমার হাতে লিখুন।
তোমার যা ইচ্ছা তুমি তাই করো, আমি একদমই ভয় পাই না। আগের বার মাইনে নিছি, খেলা ছিল দেখা, এটা খেলা না, এটা আমার জীবন। আমি জীবন নিয়ে ছেলে খেলা করতে পারবো না।
আমি হাঁচা হাঁচা কইতেছি, আমি কিন্তু ব্লেড দিয়ে
হাতে পায়ে গলায় মুখে সব জায়গায় যেখানে ইচ্ছা সেখানে লেখো, ইংরেজি বাংলা ফার্সি যেটাতে পারো সেটাতেই লেখো, আমার কিচ্ছু যায় আসে না।
আপনার আমি শেষবারের মতো কইতেছি, আপনার আর বেশি সময় দিব না, শুধুমাত্র 12 ঘন্টা সময় দিলাম। এই 12 ঘন্টার মধ্যে আপনি আপনার মত বদলাইবেন, নাহলে কইলাম আমি হাঁচায় ব্লেড দিয়ে আপনার নাম লিখে ফেলাম, আমার কেউ আটকাইতে পারবো না।
আরামসে তুমি সিগারেট টানো, বুঝো না, শান্তিতে, আর ওদিক দিয়ে কাম সারছে।
আরে শুনোস না, ওই মেয়ে তো ডেঞ্জারাস একটা ঘটনা ঘটায় ফেলছে।
লেট দিয়ে হাত কাটছে, এখন কি গো মামা?
ওই মেয়েটা
বস কি মামা? হাত
কেন? ওই মেয়ের তোর কোনো কথা হয়েছিল?
কালকে রাত্রেবেলা বাসার সামনে এসে দাঁড়ায় ছিল, আমার 12 ঘন্টার আলটিমেটাম দিছে।
এই কিসের আলটিমেটাম দিছে রে? হ্যাঁ
আরে ওই বিয়াতে রাজি না হইলে কি জানি।
এই কথা তুই আগে কবি না?
আরে আমি কি বুঝছি নাকি?
আরে না বাবার কি আছে, বুঝোস না, মেয়েটা তো ডেঞ্জারাস। এখন যদি কিছু হয়ে যায় মামা, আমাকে তো পুলিশে ধরে নিয়ে যাবে।
আমি কি করছি?
ও আমি কি করছি কিছু জানো না? না ওই বেটা আইনার মারফত জানো, জীবনে তো থানায় তুই যাস্তে জানবি কেন? তা না আমি গেছি জানি। ফোন যে কোনো হলে আত্মহত্যা প্ররোচনকারী যেই হোক না কেন, তার নাম যদি একবার থানায় গিয়ে কয় মামা, তাহলে তার খবর আছে। এখন তুই কি করবি তুই চিন্তা করে দেখ।
কি করছে সব? এই লাইলি বাইচা আছে তো?
হ্যাঁ শুনলাম, ও তো বাইচা আছে।
কোন হসপিটাল আছে? আমি যাই একটু দেখা করে আসি।
হসপিটালে যাই দেখা করে, হসপিটাল থাকলে এতক্ষণ তুমি চৈত শিকার ভিত্তা থাকলা, বুঝো নাই? আর তুমি যাই হয়তো বাসায় আছে। এই তুই কি ওর বাসায় যাবি?
তুই যাবি মামা?
হায় রে খোদা, তুমি আইছো, আমি জানতাম তুমি আইবা। আমি লাইলে কইছি তুমি আসবা। চ্যাংরা হও আর রক্ত গরম হও, মানুষ তো, তোমার মনের ভিতরে সেই প্রেমটা আছে।
আচ্ছা আমি লাইলির সাথে একটু দেখা করবো।
লাইলির সাথে দেখা করবা?
কেমন আছে ও?
আছে ভালো, আসো আসো, তোমার আমি একটু দেখা করে আসো।
এইসব কি?
প্লেট দিয়ে তোমার নাম লিখছি, বানান ঠিক আছে?
একদম ঠিক আছে। কিন্তু কি বলো বাইক না, ভালো হয়েছে না? আমি কিন্তু লাইলিতে কইছিলাম যে লাইলি একটা ছবি তুইলা ওরা পাঠাই দে। ওই কইছে যে না, কিছু জিনিস আছে এগুলো ছবি তুলে পাঠালে সঠিকভাবে দেখা যায় না, সামনাসামনি দেখতে হয়। এর লেগে তো এতক্ষণ ধরে তোমার জন্য অপেক্ষা করতেছি।
এইসব পাগলামির কোনো মানে আছে?
আছে না, তোমার আমি শাদি করব, তুমি আমার শাদি করবা, করবা না?
এই তুমি কি আমার বলদ পাইছো? বলদ এই পাশে দাঁড়ানো লোকটার মতো।
নিলে তুমি আমার মামার নিয়ে কি করতেছো?
আমি বলবো তুমি শুনবা। মানে এই যদি তোমার হাত কাটার নমুনা হয়, হ্যাঁ আমি জানলে আমি জীবনেও আসতাম না। আর যদি হাত সত্যি সত্যি কাটতাও তাও আসতাম না, কোনো লাভই হতো না। আমি তোমারে বিয়ে করব না। তোমার মতো মেয়ের সাথে শুধুমাত্র মজা নেওয়া যায়, বাড়ির বউ করা যায় না। তোমার মধ্যে ওই রকম কোনো এলিমেন্টই নাই।
তুমি তো বেশি বেশি করতেছো না?
এই মাঝখান দিয়ে ঢুকে গেলেন? হ্যাঁ সাদে কি আপনার মানুষে হাবলু কয়? এর লেগে আপনার হাবলু কয়। কারণ ঢুকছেন যখন, তখন আমারে না বুঝায় আপনার এই ড্রামাবাজ ভাগ্যিরা বুঝান। আমি ওরে বিয়ে করবো না, আমি মরে গেলে ওরে বিয়ে করবো না। মানে নিজের তো কোনো মান সম্মান নাই, পরিবারের মান সম্মানটা যদি খোয়াইতে না চাও তাহলে এসব বন্ধ করো। সবার সামনে অপমান করবো না।
থাক ভাগ্নি, তুই কষ্ট পাইস না। হয় তোরা বুঝতে পারে নাই, আর যেদিন বুঝতে পারবো ওই কান্দা বুক চাপলাইব, তখন বুঝবো যে কি জিনিস হারাইছি। তুই কান্দিস না ভাগ্নি, একদম কান্দিস না। তুই থাক, আমি আইতাছি, দেখতেছি।
Thôi anh khỏe và thằng với thằng tay thằng đấy à? Đấy là Thút 98. Thút 98 đéo đâu ấy, ở tận thế này. Này thằng này có ăn đi, này cũng rồi. Ô, thằng Silas kia khỏe hơn. Ô cái gì đấy? Thằng sút cánh với này. Nguồn lốp à? Dạy các bé nguồn lốp à? Em nói game này điều điên. Bà làm củ. Nó sang cua mới. OP. Yes. Free auto block. Rồi ra con Zurich 3 luôn đi, xong rồi thầy xếp tiền luôn. Giá huyết đéo Zurich 3. Rồi Red 3 hồi trước là Zurich 3. Còn mẹ làm gì quanh luôn mà lúc bây giờ rồi chôn đấy, trời trêu thế. Được tao dừng được. Còn Zurich tạo huyết thì vẫn lên đồ tanh thôi mà đúng không? Không như đâu em là chưa, có anh thì rồi. À đừng đánh đầu anh mà. Án làm đéo rồi đúng không? tán làm gái làm đéo bị mệt lắm. Ôi tốc độ sống mặt của vào. Ui đây rồi, đây tổng chiến sĩ chưa? Lorik đã biết tổng chiến sĩ không? Này sẽ dồn hết là 6 mà 94 máu đấy, có thể là 69 máu. Yes. Trời ơi, nó quẹt nhát nó cũng chưa được chết. Vai tay trước, tập tay trước là để kê tay cánh tay lên cái ghế một để đẩy tạ đơn này, xong rồi lên tạ đơn từng tay một. Gạt vậy cũng đi vậy thầy ơi, tôi lùi cái thua lại với cháu ba thì khỏe đấy, chết 7 à, chết 6 rồi. 500 chưa đủ mua. Như vậy tôi sẽ lên tôi đi ai sống ra nguồn nước vào giờ đến đây thì còn thẳng dọc luôn. Ai từ từ nó ở đây quá. Christian là cái gì à? Token, cái token của game này em dùng như Roblox quay được đó, nhưng mà anh có một tí tiểu rồi đâu bao nhiêu cái nhỉ, shop không ba quay để dùng thay cho tiền Roblox rồi, nhưng mà trong game này nó để tiền Roblox đắt quá để nó cho cái quay một tí không token. Anh quay sang Silat nhé, anh top 2 trận đấu này Silat anh này còn sườn đâu bia ơi cái đéo được găng tay á cháu quá. Nếu mà lấy Azit ở chơi Azit đó mấy thằng chơi Azit đó cho đủ kiếm đấy. Làm việc cho bố. Sắp 3 dùng chiếc 3 đã một trẻ sắp chết quá. Mày cứ nói đi thì nói dập cho xem. Quỷ nó chịu đéo đồ này phải lấy đéo có nói hết lỗi giờ đéo có nói đồ rồi con ta đất 3 đéo làm gì được à? Đây làm rồi anh thử làm gì được. Nhập pet đùa một con Zozik nữa, bắn ăn luôn lên 7 rồi. Đéo ra Zozik cuối Còn ta chỗ thua tại đánh chỗ và thắng là chỗ chỗ Việt Nam không. Just broke lui. Còn Tuấn nó vào trong này này. Còn Tuấn nó vào trong này. Không, nó tắt cả game rồi. Cái đây. Phải không? Nó tèo. Ngoài chiếc đồng ngoài chiếc lười à. Mày đây. Buổi chiều mấy giờ vào làm cho biết. Rồi anh kéo ra nốt con số cuối rồi. Với 3 của bố. Có Silas rồi, Silas 2 ạ. Tao đánh lên Silas đánh được. Ra tại phải lên 8 người tao lên 6. Bố dồn Zozik. Một con Zozik nữa thôi đéo luôn nữa, tự ra đi. Nhóc. Người chúng nó chết hết rồi đâu. Ta thấy mày bảo chúng nó chết rồi. Thế. Kinh vậy chồng. Có Zozik cuối đâu. Ủa đéo ở đây. Như vậy. Ủa đéo gì nhỉ? Yes, broccoli. Giáo có đủ đồ cho tất cả mọi quan. Có 2 tỏi ra lấy 2 tỏi ra lấy kiếm ấy. Rồi. Có farm nốt tiền lên chat đi broccoli rồi. Thằng kia 1,9 tỷ, 100% kia thua rồi. Chơi đi. Hay à. Rồi cái kết liễu cái trở được như cứt. Thế đó yếu một gì. Rồi chán quá định trò chán không thôi. Chán quá định trò chán. Rồi sao em mấy ông phá quỷ thứ tư thứ năm phải làm bài tập. Thứ tư phá quỷ. Quay từ sáng đến tối đi tập gym, rồi quay tiếp một tí em đi ngủ xong. Béo rồi, mày thấy đúng không? Tại thế, tao mở hết mà. Tôi mua. Auto ở cuối mà, cái auto cuối này. Nó mới update rồi. Auto đây. Nga. Ngồi dưới kéo đầu ấy, kéo ra. Để mình cười quá. Em phải đọc một lúc nhanh nhẹn thì xem mà 100 lần xem. Đoạn thông thoại. Đúng. Chỗ nào? Đi tập gym á? Nó có đi cứt. Nó không vào lúc có vào trước, lúc mày chưa vào mấy đứa tao bảo là đi thì đi chung chứ người này có người ở nhà thì đi làm gì. Cái phòng tập gym mở muộn là anh vẫn đi đấy. Phải chưa? Đi à? Có cháu nhỉ? Vũ tô tanh. Lùi à? Biết tàu bất ngờ. Nhau chả. Để em tin. Để em tin. Mày đi cho tao ấy. Đó thì anh thì mất